I actually feel a little bit like constipated today also because I went on a bender, and so it's just
Love a good bender.
My stomach is recalibrating after the bender.
What was the bender?
I just partied for a week straight. I love to party.
I love a week-long party.
And I do feel that people are kind of like, look, I'm all for it because we need more people who love to party, but I do feel with Brat, a lot of people are like bandwagoning and they're like, oh, like 365 party girl. And I'm like, I have been doing this for 33 years.
I feel this. I'm like, oh, now y'all feel okay being tacky?
Now we're done with clean girl aesthetic. By the way, hated clean girl aesthetic era. Hated it. It was very hard for people with frizzy hair and also just in general, people who like to be drunk.
No, I know.
And now everything comes back. It's a pendulum and I couldn't be happier.
Same.
And listen, again, like I'm all for people joining the party community, but I'm just saying like, oh, you guys have been doing it for like 3 weeks.
It just feels like it's going to get dropped in like a month.
No, I know.
And then I'm just going to go back to being labeled an alcoholic.
No, same. But like, I love that about you. And
yeah, me too. I love when I'm called an alcoholic.
For me, I'm called an alcoholic all the time. They love to say that. And I'm like, okay, sorry, you just don't know how to have fun. Like, I'm fine. I'm thriving.
I'm showing you that I'm drinking. I'm not doing that every moment of every day.
No, totally. Chris and I actually met.
Oh, are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
No. I like a soft open.
Love.
I like it's like, you know,
some
a little
foreplay. Yeah.
Exactly. You get me. I've been thinking a lot about foreplay, but first, Chris and I met judging a weed Olympics competition. Remember?
Oh my God. I was racking my brain. I was like, I think we've met in person once.
At the Acne store.
Yes. Oh my God.
We couldn't be chicer. Like we met at a weed judging competition and then we met at the Acne store.
I totally forgot about the Sunday school 420 Olympics.
We love Sunday school. Shout out Day. We love you so much. Family. That's my family. I love them all. So Chris Klemens, comedian extraordinaire, podcaster, YouTuber, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Sorry I was late.
No, don't say that. So I was thinking about a lot about foreplay also and how it really begins like far before you're even in the bedroom. That's what I've been thinking about lately. Like to me, it starts like at the restaurant or like in the day with the texting.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I need a lot of like just pre things
like organization
and like I like to have a lot of flirting. Like to me that's all part of it. I feel like people think foreplay is just like a little
like feather duster in the bedroom.
And it's like no, and it's so important. But
no, it's like the little footsie under the table.
Exactly.
You grab the bill this time. It's like that whole experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think podcasting is a lot like that. And I think it's like, you know, you can't just jump into it and be like, hi, welcome to the show.
Well, I think that's like the mistake so many people make. I've been doing this shit for like 11 and a half years. And it's so funny when you like get somewhere and people are just hop right in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I kind of did that. I didn't even tell you we were recording. But like,
no, but like I didn't even know because it was such a good like a normal conversation. It's like so awkward and you're like, hi, thanks for coming. Anyways, Chris. And it's like, whoa, what the f just happened?
Well, and I kind of
also, am I allowed to cuss?
Oh, please.
Okay.
Please. Come on. I talk so much about, I mean, literally we're at the point now where on my radio show, if people have anal for the first time, they call to tell me. And they're like, and this guy was going down on me and I was thinking about you, Tinx. And I was like, this is what I always wanted.
No, that's why we do what we do. 100%.
Makes it all worth it. But I think that podcasting and dating are kind of similar also in that like, I can't, no offense to all the podcasts I've been on who do this, but like we sit down and they're like, so Tinx, like, where are you from? Where'd you get your start? And I'm like,
you can Google that.
I'm like, you can Google that. Nobody wants to hear this boring. I do the same story over and over and over again. I'm sure people are sick of it. It's the Lady Gaga, like, if you have 100 people in the room, like, that's my story. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to record it on my phone and just play it if you ask me that.
1,000%.
And it just like, it makes me feel like it's just so like we're working on manual. And I'm like, let's just have a chit chat. Let's have a kiki.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what people want to see anyway, is like, I was just interviewing like musicians at GovBall, and I was just asking them like normal people, like nosy bitch questions. I was like wanting to know like what the last lie they told was. Like, tell me the real shit. I don't care about the inspiration behind the album. Like,
and I love that. And you're so good at interviewing because you do it in a very disarming way and you ask them normal questions.
Thank you.
And I think it's so interesting because it's like, that's the rise of the internet, right? Is like, we have these old school type style interviewers on television, whatever, and they don't get any like good stuff. And then you have people who are just out there doing it and they just are getting to the root of everything. And like really we're seeing the humanity in these people who are being interviewed and it's so much better.
Well, that's like the thing that I just don't understand is when people aren't thinking about them just as people. Like, I think we're at a point where like people don't really care as much about like the celebrity of it all.
Right.
They want to see that there's like a person behind it all who is like down to earth or is just whoever they are.
I completely agree. I find that stuff so much more interesting.
Like, I think everybody's just sort of fed up with like the PR of it all with a bow and
everybody's so media trained. It's like
it's boring.
It's boring. It's so boring. And I think a lot of interviewers,
the fact that we've even talked about anal in the first like 10 minutes, I'm like, hello,
yeah,
here we
like
go.
This is, but like for me, I can't even stand like a boring press junket interview. I'm like, oh, you were inspired by the movie? Great. Like that doesn't make me want to go see it.
No,
like I couldn't give a
1000%.
shit. Like tell me something juicy. And I think we're in a new era where, you know, the cream is going to rise to the top in terms of interviewers and also celebrities that can hang. And in a way, I kind of feel bad for them because it's like, I was talking about this the other day, but like we expect so much more from our celebrities now where it's like you kind of have to be able to hang. Like think about it, like I'm 33. When I was growing up, it would be a celebrity did a movie. They would, you know, go to the red carpet. We'd take a picture of them. We'd look at it in a magazine and call it a day.
I miss
and
this
now we're on
shit so
TikTok
bad.
and we're like,
what's the last time you did anal, Nicole Kidman? And it's like, she's like, whoa, what? Whatever that accent was.
Did you watch the Nicole Kidman movie with Zac Efron on Netflix? It's new.
There's a Nicole Kidman movie with Zac Efron.
Chris, you have to watch it. It's so okay. Everyone disagrees with me because it's a very similar story to the Anne Hathaway movie that came out about her banging the younger guy at Coachella, and then, you know, whatever, it was based on like One Direction fan fiction or whatever. Then a new Netflix one came out last week, and it's Nicole Kidman, Zac Efron, and Joey King, and I thought it was amazing, but like I have terrible taste, so this is it.
This sounds like a Mad Lib.
It is like, a Mad Lib. Like it is true.
Is that actually Nicole Kidman getting railed by Zac Efron in that picture?
Like, yeah.
No, I'm not kidding.
No,
that one.
Yes.
Oh, wait. That?
Yeah.
I can't tell. There's a glare, but...
No, there's a little sexy scene in there. Like, they kiss.
I know. Well, I think they're doing a little more than kissing in that picture. But a family affair.
Yeah, I love Nicole. I really love. I just, like, die for her. And I just love that I think she's kind of, like, in on the joke. Like, I love it when people don't take... Some people think Nicole takes herself seriously. I actually don't.
I think she does because that's, like, what she was trained to do. But, like, I think, like camera off, nothing, no one around, like she can hang. Yeah, she seems fun.
I don't know how I got on that, but
I mean, she did the fucking AMC commercials. She can't be that
commercial.
serious.
She can't be. I mean, how much do you think she got paid for that?
I hope that rate went up.
I feel like for the re-up, it was like $20 million.
That's like AMC. Give me like share.
Yeah,
in your company.
Literally. I love that for them because I love movie theaters so much.
Oh my God, I love that you have someone just working a computer. I'm like, okay,
we're high tech over here.
We come to AMC theaters.
It like makes me emotional.
No, it makes me feel so comforted. The is of that walk, you better.
Like the suit, like
the suit.
What stylist
also,
did that?
Like, no movie theater is ever this clean. All respect and love AMC, but let's be fucking honest with ourselves.
No, J'adore that. We come to this place for magic.
We've never been before.
I love it so much.
Not just entertained.
Oh my God, I'm Obsessica Simpson.
Together.
Obsessica Simpson.
Dazzling images on a huge silver screen.
I love it.
I'm obsessed with her. Just the sit down and the leg cross. That's how I felt arriving. I just like
not
sat
moving a goddamn inch.
No.
And I think she looks great. I won't take any Nicole slander. I think she looks fantastic.
I agree. Her husband, on the other hand, I will lay into Keith Urban.
Why? What do you do?
I don't know. He just looks like so out of place with her.
I know, but you know that means they have freaky connection.
No, well, I mean, he's got like the little like goatee, Billy Goat thing.
Down,
you know that that's there for a reason.
Also, she served time with Tom Cruise, so like
in jail?
No, like married to him.
Oh, well, married to him. So yeah, she served time with Tom Cruise.
Like so.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Like and you know the iconic picture. You know I think the reason why I love her so much is the pictures of when she got divorced. The iconic where she's coming out.
Where she's coming out and she's like yes. That's on par with like Naomi Campbell coming out of jail like in a full couture gown.
100%.
Okay, Keith Urban doesn't look as awful as I remember.
Like she is so iconic in those. She's just like I'm free.
I'm taking so many antidepressants just to feel like half of that.
No, same. Like wow. Like I
can't imagine
just being like
walking down the street and feeling that. Like fuck, dude.
Okay, not that you need warming up, but I have a few warm up questions. Ooh. What's the best thing you ate this week?
Best thing I ate this week. I had this candy. It was like a passion fruit gummy. It was so good, and it took me to a different dimension.
I love passion fruit anything.
I mean, granted, it was an edible, but
okay, well, there you go.
it was delectable. I
love
almost
that.
ate literally all of them.
I eat a Sunday school gummy almost every night to go to sleep.
Yeah, people are like, "What's your bedtime routine?" And I'm like, "Bitch, get fucked up on edibles."
I know. I don't smoke, but I literally have a gummy every day because it's the only way I can sleep, and I'm so addicted to them, and I'm addicted to like how it makes me feel, and it has to be the Sunday school ones. Like the mochi gummies are so good.
They're like crack.
And I just like I feel like when I take melatonin, it makes me like acid trip dream really, really hardcore sometimes. But when I take a gummy, I just feel like fuzzy and I have like normal dreams.
Yeah, I mean, like I take a gummy just to turn my brain off and to like always giggle. Love a good giggle.
Love to giggle.
Melatonin is like great for the first like 4 hours, and then I wake up at like 2 a.m. and I cannot fall back asleep, and then I watch the sunrise and I'm like,
it's gnarly.
It's not as great as people make it out to be.
Literally. What was the most annoying part of your week?
Waking up just every day.
Not a morning person?
No, not at all. Like if I could be in like a 3-week coma, I would be so down. No brain damage or anything, just like
having a checkout. Just having a rest.
Like a 360 checkout.
That's so funny because from your content, I feel like you have your life so together and you're like a very you get a lot done, and I feel like
what?
No,
wow.
I do,
guys. Nothing is as it seems online.
This is the thing. Instagram is fake. Like I literally feel like you have 2 children. Like
yeah, I have 2 dogs. I'm utterly exhausted.
Yeah,
I'm like, I want a kid, and then I'm like, Chris, you can barely do like 1.5 dogs.
I know, but it seems like you get a lot done, so I feel like you'd be more like, and you cook sometimes.
I'll take it.
You're a homeowner. Like I don't know, these things are harder work. Like, and I mean, not to be weird, but like having a pet is so much work. So anyone who like has pets and I see the pets thriving, I'm like, you're a good person.
I really try. I'm like, I have like, I like am too much of like a people pleaser where it's like bled into my pets, and I'm like, no, guys, it's okay. I'll wake up at 6 a.m. just for you to go outside and pretend that you're peeing and you're not. Like this is great.
Okay, lastly, if you could choose any person from history to be your imaginary friend, who would it be and why? They're your imaginary friend, so really think this through.
Is it like imaginary friend, like buddy, or is it like real? Could it be like friends with benefits?
I think it could be friends with benefits if you wanted.
Yeah, I don't know, like if I need an imaginary friend. Like I talk to myself enough. I don't need another. Although, they have to be dead.
Yeah. Or
I can't think of dead people.
Yeah, from history.
The only one that's coming to mind is Barbara Walters, but that's just because I just found out she died.
Oh my God, that would be a good one.
I don't know if it would though. Like I would
pick Joan Rivers because then she could like feed me jokes and no one else would see her.
Wait.
And she would just like bring me back down to earth, and she would think everything is so ridiculous now. She'd be like,
that's a great one.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm going to steal your answer.
Or like,
I can't think of anybody dead. Like besides like, it's like Barbara Walters and then George Washington. I don't know why those are the 2 people.
It goes to like presidents and like.
I really don't know. I'm like, oh I'm not good at thinking of things like this on the spot because I'm like, okay, dead people, and then it's just.
Or like Shakespeare. I love English, and I was an English major, and I love him so much, and it could be him also. But
I love English.
I love to read.
Love English. Do you?
So
I wish I.
Oh my God,
did.
I love to read. It's like the only thing that makes me feel like not insane. So maybe I'd pick him because I feel like he could help me find the beauty in things, or like I could explain to him like
Betty White. I'd love Betty White.
Oh my God,
there
that's
we go.
A great one.
Perfect.
That's a great one because you would always be happy. You would literally always be happy because she'd be like
such a nice change,
so comforting, and like it would be amazing.
Just that little laugh of hers.
Yeah. Oh, bless her. No, I love her so much.
Yeah. Okay, turn that around.
Okay, so here are a few stories that I liked from the internet this week. This is what we do on office hours, talk about the internet. Okay, I saw this article and I was so interested in it for personal reasons. So there was an article in the New York Times called I Love You But I Don't Want to Sleep With You. And so it was by Rhonda Kaysen, and it was basically about how some couples are choosing to have separate bedrooms. 1 in 5 couples has separate bedrooms.
Oh, it's like the act of sleeping, not like sex.
Not like, yeah.
Oh, I was like, yeah, wow, that is the exact opposite of my vision board.
Yeah, exactly. But and so it was interesting because the article said that, and you know, a few celebrities have said that they have a sleep divorce. Carson Daly, Cameron Diaz, normalize separate bedrooms.
They call it a sleep divorce,
which is like terrible branding.
That's horrible branding.
I agree. And so, they interviewed all these people saying, oh, they want to sleep apart and why they do. Some sex therapists and marriage counselors have their doubts.
Yeah, because they'll go out of business.
Yeah, exactly. But would you ever have a separate bedroom?
Yeah, that's the dream. I've said this well before whatever study this was.
I completely agree with you.
In a perfect world where everybody had all the resources as possible, there would be 2 bedrooms with a big bedroom in this, or like a bedroom with a big bed in the center, and you have your own bedrooms, and if you guys want to have a little cuddle fuck sesh, you do that.
Wait,
and then it's like go.
Yeah,
I hate sharing the bed.
I'm with you.
It's so uncomfortable, like readjusting in the middle of the night and then like seeing a dead person. It's just like, what? It's too much.
It's too much. And it's also just like, I feel like pretty much every adult struggles with sleep in some way. And so it's like, it's so wild to me that we are living in the year 2024. We have all this technology. We have all this stuff. And yet we haven't evolved, that we like don't. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't.
And my last boyfriend was a terrible snorer. And I can literally, I need
That's
a lot of sleep.
That's another reason is
I
don't know how bad the snoring is. I know it happens and I know it's not great.
Well, that's the thing. And I would sometimes make him sleep in the other room. And
that's what so many of my fucking married friends, like, they're like, I'll get like a text like, oh God, so-and-so was snoring last night, so I slept in the guest room. I'm like, just make that your bedroom.
I honestly think it's better. And I disagree with these marriage counselors or whatever. I think it's sexier. I actually think that you would have more of a shot of maintaining a level of sexiness and intimacy if you did have separate bedrooms.
I agree.
Because it's like, so much of like the lack of sexiness over a long-term relationship, I think, comes from just being like too close to a person all the time. Like, I mean, don't even get me started on separate bathrooms, because that's just an absolute must. Like, I would spend my last fucking dime on, like, if you think you're ever sharing a bathroom with me as my partner, like, get a fucking clue.
No, I'll literally rent a porta potty to sit outside my house.
So you can have it. Like,
100%.
We're not sharing. Like, I need that space. Like, I don't want to hear you shit. I don't want to hear you fart. I don't want to hear. I mean, I personally don't shit and fart, so it wouldn't be a problem for me. But
no,
like,
neither.
I don't. Whatever. Like, I can't do it. And also, just like, I love a good night's sleep. And I think it's fun if you like come together some nights.
Well, that's the thing, is like, I feel like it makes just the overall relationship more fun, getting a break.
Like,
100%. I don't need to be like getting out of the shower, freshly having bideted my ass, to like then walk in front of someone, hey, again. Yeah, like it's for like, what?
It's too much. I read a lot of Esther Perel, and like her books are so amazing, and she talks a lot about like intimacy and long-term relationships, and how so much of it is like, it's like the familiarity breeds contempt. And it's just
exactly,
it's just like, you wonder why. Okay, just let's think about the stats. And I know there's probably people thinking like, oh, Tinx is like so cold-hearted, like she's been single for so long, that's why she wants to have separate everything. That's not true. I genuinely fear,
what
like,
a horrible response for someone wanting separate. It's because you've been single for so.
No, but like,
fuck off.
Even when I was in my last relationship, and I would like talk to my followers about it and be like, oh, do you think it's bad if I like make him sleep in the other room? Because my ex-boyfriend,
while you were in a relationship, you were like holding bowls. That's fucking iconic.
That's actually why I'm single.
I'm gonna start going live if I ever get in a relationship. Hey, should I break up? Anyways, he's right there.
No, but my ex would like think it was so mean that I did that, and I was like, the room thing.
I don't think it's mean. I just think it's so funny.
The room thing. He'd be like, no, like, all my other girlfriends could sleep through my snoring. And I was like, well, I can't. You snore
I'm not like other girls, bitch.
I'm not like other girls. You snore like an elephant. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, I think that it would maintain the spark more, because then it's like, it's fun. It's like you have your own space. And also, you know what is a massive libido killer? Being exhausted and like someone waking you up all the time. So for me, whoever I end up with out there, we're having separate bedrooms and separate bathrooms.
Yeah.
And that's that on
How do you feel about like the same bedroom, but you both have twin beds?
That's weird.
That's worse. What about bunk beds?
Yeah, we have bunk beds, a top bunk. Yeah, I think separate bedrooms is nice, but your idea is honestly the best. Like,
yeah,
if money
that's
were no
like
object,
if you're like literal Kim Kardashian or whatever.
Like, that's the actual dream, and you have like one serene sex bed in the middle, and then each of your rooms can be your own style.
Exactly. Like, it can literally. No, I guess it might be nicer to have like some other. I was like, it could just be a room with a bed in it. I'm like, all right, yeah, Chris, that's just like a Pornhub set.
No, and like a sex swing. I'm like, go for it.
Yeah, like have that be a little room for like fun time.
Life is what you make it, and I think that I think today we're finally starting to realize like it's so not one size fits all, and we've been so shackled by the idea of like what relationships should look like for so long. And I'm so excited that now we're being like, I'm going to try an open relationship. I'm going to try having a separate bedroom. I'm going to try this and that. And it's like, duh, like, hello.
Yeah, this is what people have been saying. Would you do an open relationship?
I think I would. Yeah.
Whoa.
I think like in the future, like I said, I have a really big fear of like this being in a relationship or a marriage where I feel trapped and like there's no sex. And like I honestly get that question a lot on my call-in show and on AMA. Like, you know, we just had a caller like 2 months ago. She's like, we've been married for a bunch of years. We haven't had sex in 7 years and stuff like this. And I get that question a lot. And that would never work for me. So for me, if I met someone and I was like, I want to be partners with you for life, like I'm in this, I would try anything to keep that intimacy alive.
Totally.
And I would go anywhere with it because I think it's worth a shot.
Totally. Especially if you like the person. I feel like it's like, I would at least be so much more down to try and figure something out if it's like, I don't want to lose that person.
Yeah. And people balk and say, oh my God, I can't believe that. But it's like, dude, the divorce rate is 50%. That's how many people are taking this step to get divorced. So imagine how many people are in marriages where they're not happy, but they can't for financial reasons, for kids, for stress, whatever reasons. So it's like, obviously the system that we've been working on is not one size fits all. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I know there are lots of happily married people out there and I'm happy for you, but
I'm happy for you.
I'm good for fucking you.
No, but I agree. I feel like we're realizing like a lot of things that are antiquated.
Oh, open relationships only have an 8% success rate.
Yeah, that I'm no scientist, but I would have probably I get way too jealous. Like
I'm a jealous person too, but I could see something doing not like a full open relationship, but like, I don't know, like a threesome or opening it up.
Threesomes are like
yeah, it's like a good
groups.
like something to kind of like reignite it or whatever. But honestly,
but also it's like you guys getting to experience someone else, but like still together or like
totally
on a equal playing field.
Yeah.
Where,
and I think in general, people are a lot freakier than they think they are. And I think that if they would just like allow themselves to open up to the idea and be like, I don't know, like, okay, I think it would be fun if we did invite a third in or if we did film it or whatever. Like, I think that it would help a lot of intimacy sparks back up or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I think you should always be like switching it up.
Same.
Trying new things.
100%. This is an interesting stat. Out of 3,000 couples in long-term relationships, 33 to 40% report that they are in a sexless relationship. So up to 40% of long-term relationships are completely sexless. And
that's like such a heavy sentence.
That's so
like,
much. Yeah.
No tea if that's like your vibe.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of people just like they get to a point where they don't care about it anymore. Like some of my friends who have been in relationships for like 10 years, they're like, yeah, we have sex like once on vacation or whatever. But like
on vacation,
like that could never be me.
Oh,
no, but that could never be me. Like I know I'll never get tired.
No,
like,
if that were the case, I'd have to live in like Bora Bora or something like
for sure. And I just know myself. I will never get tired of sex, and I'll never get tired of partying. Unfortunately.
I can definitely get tired of partying.
I can't. I wish I could. But anyway.
No, I like wish I didn't because like in college I would like go like 5-6 days a week. And I mean like that was like a little too unhealthy because I was like blacking out every night. But like I loved it.
The way that we all used to casually black out is so wild.
No, like casually black out 5 days in a row
and be like, ha ha ha, I remember nothing.
While doing full-time school and work.
Yeah, it's so wild.
I'm like, meanwhile I can barely get out of bed and feed my dogs breakfast some mornings. I'm like,
I know.
Ooh.
Don't you think that like, oh God, since like honestly the pandemic, I saw a TikTok about this and it was like, I used to do so much in a day and now it's like, it takes me like a lot to build up to do one thing in the day and then I have to like rest from the thing.
And you have to like treat yourself.
Yeah, like now we live in treat yourself culture and it's like, I mean, it's wild how much I used to achieve. And now I'm like, everything is building up to the one activity of the day and then
that's
the resting.
What I think is crazy about the pandemic is like, we all realize that like, okay, we don't as a collective need to be going this like go.
Yeah.
But now everybody has like accepted that. However, like, I feel like companies are forcing people to like go and everyone's like, we don't know, bro, we're not doing that anymore.
I know it makes me sad because every time there's like a holiday weekend I get a lot of messages being like, oh my God, I have anxiety, like I feel guilty for having fun and the bender and like obviously 4th of July lasted for like 5 days and I'm just like, you guys, like corporations, corporate America and capitalism has made us believe that the only good thing is working.
Yeah.
And that's so factually incorrect. The things that we're actually supposed to be doing are dancing, laughing, connecting, orgasming. Like, no, it's truly like falling in love. Like, this is what we were put on earth to do. And I try to do as much of those animal pleasure things as possible.
That's what I think about it as, is like, okay, if you think about it as human beings being squirrels, like, bro, a squirrel's born, it wakes up, it fucking runs around, acts like it's on meth.
Yeah.
It collects nuts, hides away for 6 months, and then fingers crossed it just gets hit by a car. Like, that's the dream.
That's like, honestly, the dream.
Like, that's how I'm trying to emulate my life.
No,
it's like,
just like,
I'm not supposed to be here clicking and clacking on a fucking keyboard.
No. And it's like, listen, I get that. I'm not saying like quit your job and move to a nudist
For sure,
island.
because we live in a capitalistic society. It's like just a fact of the matter.
But I think it's always important to like check yourself and the emotions that you're having, because a lot of them are due to capitalism. And like, look, I'm a foot soldier of capitalism. Like I'm part of it. I love stuff. I love spending money, and I love
stuff. I really love stuff.
I love stuff. I know you do too. Like,
I love stuff.
I love stuff, and I love to talk about stuff. And I think that's like the happy side of capitalism, because I do think it like feels like good and tickly when you buy yourself
totally,
something.
but that's the chokehold it has.
Exactly. But like, when you feel guilty because you like took a day off work to like get fucked up and have fun with your friends, don't feel bad about it. Like, I'm not saying be selfish, but I kind of am. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Everyone should like, yeah, we got one fucking life. Like,
make sure it's working for you.
Yeah, agreed.
Justin Bieber got paid $10 million. Speaking of capitalism, Justin Bieber got paid $10 million for a pre-wedding show. So for some Indian billionaires, they decided they wanted to have Justin Bieber perform at not even their wedding ceremony, their pre-wedding ceremony. I wish I was a billionaire. That's so cool.
No, like, that sounds so fun. Like, yeah, I also want Justin Bieber to perform at my pre-wedding ceremony.
And I guess these same billionaires previously celebrated back in March at another pre-wedding ceremony where Rihanna performed.
I was wondering if there was a connection.
Yeah. I wonder how much she got paid. You think more or less than Justin Bieber?
I don't know, but something tells me it'll pop up on this computer, little Mr.
Come on, Steve.
Computer whiz.
Let's see.
I think Rihanna probably got paid more. I just would have to think
she got paid
considering
more.
She like doesn't do music anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like she had to get paid. Hi, billionaire family. I'll perform for like,
yeah, we'll come and do a live
$400
podcast for you
honestly.
guys.
Yeah. They're like, we're good.
If money were no object, who would you have perform at your pre-wedding ceremony?
Dead or alive? Fuck, that's a good question. Like, a part of me wants to like obviously be like Beyonce, because like that would be sick.
Yeah.
But like, she's already done the whole Dubai thing. Hilary Duff. Let's bring her out of music retirement. That's who I'd pick.
That's who you would pick? I'm dead.
No, I mean, I wouldn't actually.
Oh, but okay. And Rihanna, about 7 million. Oh no, but.
Oh, right,
yeah.
Because Rihanna's a woman and they get paid less because of that, right? We should have taken that into account.
News outlet put Rihanna and her team's haul at south of 9 million. Okay, so 7 to 9 million, not
and
clear.
Bieber got 10. That's crazy, because I would have thought to get Rihanna to perform, it would have to be over 10.
For sure. Like,
but
also, that's actually crazy that she took that, because she's so rich. Like, she's a billionaire.
No, that's like dropping like a quarter on the sidewalk. She's
Isn't that
like,
so crazy.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked that it wouldn't have to be more for her, because it's like, why does she even care? And also, she's so like anti-performing right now.
But that's what I mean, is she's so like, fuck the album.
Yeah, interesting. I would probably have like Swedish House Mafia.
Whoa.
No, like that's
great.
kind of
See,
my
I'd want them
vibe.
for like the after.
That's
like,
true. That's
I'd want
true.
them for the reception.
Maybe, yeah. But for the pre-wedding ceremony,
I was thinking like Lana Del Rey or something like, or Adele. That's my final answer. Oh my God.
Shit.
Yeah, Adele.
When I was
for
younger, I always used to say, like, in all seriousness, I wanted my husband to get Akon to surprise me to sing. No, I literally would say this, like, we'd all be like sitting around at a sleepover, and I'd be like, guys, like, so my husband's gonna okay, I'm gonna be like about to walk down the aisle, and then it's gonna go dun, 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 and he's gonna start playing Beautiful, like, and it would be a surprise. And I'm like, I thought that was like the classiest, like, I was like, I'm so sick for that idea, and everyone was like, okay, yeah. And
that's like borderline being like, I want Kevin Little to like, open up my wedding with Turn Me On. Like, that's so insane.
Which, by the way, would fuck.
Which would go crazy. Like, I need Kevin Little like above the stage at the
An example for you to book Swedish House Mafia is, I only need $500,000 to $750,000.
Akon is only $300 to $499K.
That's crazy. I could. Okay.
Where did you find these prices? Are they just like on the yellow pages
like
or
a
whatever? Yeah. I'm like, was there a database of this?
I'm dead. That's so funny.
That's like, I don't know why I thought, I mean, like, I know 300K is a lot, but like, I don't know why I just thought private performance.
I thought Akon, no offense. Come on. That to me is crazy, but like I would have put Swedish House Mafia at $3 million, and I would personally, you only need $100K to book Hilary Duff.
Oh my God, everybody donate to my GoFundMe. It's down below. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Speaking. All right, well, I'm going to assume singing would add like a couple
I feel like
100,000 to that.
Yeah.
Wow. Sir, send me the link to this, please. I don't even know where you are. God, is it you?
Wait.
Is he in there?
You said, donate to my GoFundMe, and like that reminded me that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pregnant.
And she has the
linked
same due date as like two people I know, and it's so off-putting.
It's so funny, but she linked her registry on her. Yeah.
You're
no
lying.
That's what I said. No, but then I clicked on it because I'm nosy, and all full. Everybody's completed it. And I was like, America is so funny. Like,
wait,
I'm happy for her. I really am. Like,
not after hearing that news, I'm not. What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's all completed.
Does she not have? She has to have been raking in money.
She has to have been raking in money, but like she was like, help me, like with my baby. So yeah, crazy, right?
I was like so much better not knowing that information.
I know.
I also would never be able to do that. Like if I was somebody with a platform.
Okay, the couple curated a baby registry featuring items priced from less than $50 to over $500. Oh, and cash and donations and gift cards are also available on the registry. Yeah, this is a side of like internet culture that I find so interesting.
This is like, I hate the word like ick, but like this gives me the ick. This like gives me like the ick master 5000.
Dig into that. Why?
First of all, I know that she's gotten
rich.
So much money.
Yeah.
From her post-prison stint.
Yeah.
And I'm also sure she probably got money from Hulu and the Gypsy Rose.
For sure.
Or the Joey King.
She probably sold a book.
Name and
I'm
likeness.
sure there's a book coming.
Like, to ask people who have like normal jobs and normal lives and like families and stuff to do this feels so
icky.
wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, is it because your mom can't complete the registry? But we should have thought about that one earlier.
Yeah. I know. I think for me, it's so interesting, like from a psychological perspective, the things that the collective decide to get behind. And like, I'm in it too. Like, I'm fascinated by her too. Like, I've watched all the interviews, like I'm keeping track and whatever, but it's like, there is something which I actually think goes back to like American consumerism and the way that we as a culture consume culture, where it's like, why are you like completing this?
Why do you feel compelled? I would look at that and be like, yeah, I got my own bills to pay. Thank you, though.
No, totally. It's just, and
I mean, there's some actual weddings I'm invited to where I'm like,
you
I don't think I'm close enough to be buying you anything, honestly. I don't even know why I'm invited.
I know. So it's interesting. It's really, really interesting.
Like, I guess that's like, the internet estimates Gypsy Rose Blanchard has a $3 million net worth. Yeah, that is so shady of you to put up there. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
See, like, that's so inappropriate to me. Like, that gives me such an ick.
Yeah.
Like, that's, especially in the time that we're in now, where we're in like inflation station
really
and a recession and like the brink of a war. Like
100%. And you know that some of the people who donated, like, as you said, are like working normal jobs and do not have like disposable income for this, but they did it because they like feel like she is owed something, or I don't know, but it's just like, I don't know. The internet is so interesting. And I know
wild.
That they're going to switch up on Gypsy Rose in a year anyway.
That's like what I find so humorous about all of this is that like people just get so on the bandwagon of people, and then it's like
they're going to switch up on her.
They are going to turn around and riot.
Yeah,
it's awful. It's crazy. Yeah. Everyone is so disposable.
I know. In happier news, the Devil Wears Prada sequel in the works at Disney with screenwriter Aline Brosh McKenna in talks to return. So they're developing a sequel to this hit 2006 movie with the same screenwriter. Reps for the studio declined to comment. It is not clear who from the original cast will return. Okay, so like it might happen. Would you be happy?
I don't want any of my like answer to make it seem like I don't like The Devil Wears Prada is a piece of history that should live on forever. Okay, we need to stop fucking making sequels, reboots, and all of this.
No, I agree.
Let's write a new story. Let's leave the magic of The Devil Wears Prada in 2006.
Because it won't be the same.
It's classic.
Yeah.
We don't need like any more. Oh my God. I am just so sick of it. It's ruining all of the originals. It's like watering down.
Sorry.
Oh my God. I was like, I mean, even Mean Girls doing a musical on like Broadway. I was like, why?
Just leave it.
No,
like,
just leave it.
Come up with a better idea. And I think I honestly
or write
think,
something similar with a totally different name.
Totally. Like what would it be? Like instead of trying to fit a truly millennial piece of content into like the current vibe, write a story about high school as Gen Z and like why it's difficult for them right now, like, and make it unique and make it real, and don't try to like wokeify it. Don't, because it won't work. Like it just won't. And you just have to stop, and like we have to create new things, and we have to hold hands and like be creative together in this new era. I genuinely think like Hollywood is in crisis. I really do.
1,000%.
Like they don't know what the hell is going on. It's like it's either a Marvel movie or it's like we've had enough. We've had enough, babe.
I mean, like the first 5, I was like, okay, this is a lot.
Yeah.
And then they were like slated through 2084. 50,000 movies coming with, I mean, it's just like, okay. And they're all the same. They're all the same.
No, same. I can't
like
even
they
keep...
copy and paste the CGI explosions from one. It's like, okay.
I know.
And now they have crossovers. I'm like, so Wolverine's in with Deadpool, and Deadpool is...
There's
who?
too much. It's like, it's a lot. I don't need it anymore.
Like the Harry Potter reboots even, like I was like, no, I haven't watched them. I'm sure they're great. Sure.
No, we need new really good movies, and it's like,
and it's not even like Devil Wears Prada is like out. We are still referencing Devil Wears Prada.
Totally.
Florals for spring, groundbreaking.
People make that joke every year, every opportunity they get. That meme is still going around. Are you wearing that? That just came out.
Yeah.
Like they we're finding new ways to do it, and I actually agree with you. I don't want them to ruin it. I just want them to think of new ideas.
Yeah, like I was excited because I'm like, oh, I love that movie, and I want more, and I'm like, but I don't want more of what they're serving.
Totally.
And also Disney making it. Like, love you, Disney. I know you have so much money.
No.
Did they make the first one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they need to be making the second one.
20 more Marvel projects are scheduled through the end of 20. It's like a joke. It's honestly a joke at this point.
That's like 2 a month.
No.
Or wait, no, I don't know how to count. Never mind.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like 4 a year. Rough math is hard.
I'm like, yeah, I said 4 a year.
Yeah, 20th Century Fox made the first one.
I was like, Chris, don't read it as they're typing it. I'm like, 20th Century Fox made the first Devil Wears Prada movie.
Yeah.
Now Disney owns them. Great.
I would just say that, like, I think that the big Hollywood execs and movie theaters, like, they think that we can't handle like elevated movies. And I this is my hunch. Like, I'm going to speak in broad strokes. Very bad generalizations come from me. I don't care. I think they think that we can't handle it because we're so brain rot and whatever. But I actually think if you look at the movies that are successful and the TV shows that are successful, they are the more highbrow ones.
And
they
they're
are
smart,
the more artsy,
and
like Challengers. I don't know if you saw it. Like that. Like, think about how hyped that movie was.
Big Little Lies.
Exactly. Like, we want
White Lotus.
Smart storytelling. People are gagging for that smart storytelling, and all they keep doing is like dumbing it down and pandering to the audience.
Or making what would be a great movie a 10-episode season.
Yes.
Stop with the fucking 10-episode seasons. Give me 20 episodes every 6 months. I don't need... Oh, it drives me insane.
No, I feel like they've all lost the plot.
I hate
and
everything.
It's like, it's really a bummer. I'm
like,
bummed.
I want to be excited about that. I would have been stoked if that was like in 2008.
Yeah, exactly. But now... And also, like... No part of The Devil Wears Prada would ever happen anymore because like Andy would go, like make a TikTok about it and like go to HR or like go viral and like be like, story time about how my boss is a fucking like that's
Andy
what would happen.
Making a TikTok is just like proof that we don't need this reboot.
Exactly,
like,
we don't need it.
Leave it on
like,
the floor.
It would never happen. Yeah. Andy Anderson would do like Get Ready With Me's, and then like Miranda Priestley would get like exposed, and it just like it wouldn't happen anymore. So don't make a reboot.
Yeah.
Speaking of rich people, Serena Williams tried to cash a $1 million check at a drive-through ATM.
Oh, I've done that before.
Same. Like, I hate when that
I
happens.
hate when that happens. And they're like, that's so much money. You have to come inside and do that. And I'm like, what? It is?
And you're like, wait, what? A one? How many zeros?
Sorry. I thought this was $10. That's so great. I'm pulling right around. Like, no, me too,
dead.
girl.
I'm dead. Oh my God. She said, I never really spend a lot of money. Okay.
Same.
I was just so
Me
serious.
dropping off my $1 million check.
I don't know what happened to me. I used to be so serious. So I just went through this drive-through and the guy was like, I think you need to come inside for this, she said, before chalking up the incident up to one of many life's lessons to learn. That's crazy. She said, I never played for money. I played because I love the sport. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to win. I believe that.
I was just about to say that feels accurate.
100%.
Like,
She
but
said,
girl, $1 million check.
literally.
Come on.
She said, my tax guy would be like, you didn't get the money. And I would be like, oh, I didn't get that one in Zurich. I forgot that one in Moscow. I was just playing to win. And if I didn't win, I was just not thinking, she continued. I was so angry. I wanted to find a way to get better and win the next time. 100% believe that she's playing because she loves the sport. So wild that you would try to cash $1 million check in a drive-thru.
Also, so wild you would not pick up a check from a gig.
No,
I'm like, I'm at the gig for one reason. Two, to have fun.
Totally.
And for that check.
Yeah, like I'm invoicing immediately, if not sooner. Like
before.
like,
I'm like
cut the check.
pre-invoicing.
So wild. Like,
I love Serena.
no, I love her so much.
That's like iconic.
She's so iconic.
I want to make $1 million just so I can do that.
Same.
It's like, hi, I'm just depositing a little check. How much is it?
Same.
$1 million?
Wild. Okay, I picked out some TikToks to watch and then we can react to them.
Ooh.
So I think we're gonna pull them up.
Wow, this is lit.
My high-tech screen.
No, I'm like, okay, I gotta get me one of these.
There's one thing that this life has taught me is that nobody will talk more shit about you than the person that did you wrong. And all you had to do is literally distance yourself from them. That's all you did. You stopped being friends with them. What do you think that is?
I love that. I saw that and I was like, that's so true. Do people talk shit about you in your life? Have they?
I don't know, probably, but I'm too busy to notice. I will say, though, I talk a lot of shit about the people I distance myself from.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they are, like, main characters in my life still. I'm like, every social media platform that opens up, like, that's the one silver lining is I'm like, oh, my God, it's another platform for these people to, like, embarrass themselves on.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I live for it.
No, I agree, though, because I think I have a couple people that I'm, like, not friends with anymore because I just, like, I literally just put space in, but I was like, I don't like you.
Sometimes you just need to. It's run its course and
they talk so much shit about me. And it always gets back to me. I'm like, how are you still talking about this? It was like 4 years ago. Like, how do you still
if people were, it would get back to me. That sounds really fun.
You like it? No,
it doesn't even, I don't even like it, but I just want to at least know like what the streets are saying.
I would prefer not to know. I'm just kind of like, let me ask you this. I always say this. If, say someone said something mean about you and your friend repeated it to you, I think that it's as bad as saying it yourself, the friend telling you. Unless it's something like a problem they're having.
So
where
you're saying that the friend relaying this is just as bad as that friend just saying that to your face.
Exactly. Like, say someone's like, oh, Chris wore a really ugly hat. Like, it was so heinous. I can't believe that
and then
you
were like,
it.
oh,
and then I tell
JoJo
you,
said that you wore an ugly hat.
It's as bad as me saying it myself, because what good does that do to you?
Oh, it gives me the notes I need for that person's file.
Okay.
I've got like a whole filing cabinet system up in my brain. I don't remember shit. You give me like 3 keywords. I've got the folder on my desk. It's Monday morning. I mean,
and you like to know if people are talking
I'd
shit?
like to know. I don't want to fucking go out of my, because like I'm a people pleaser and I won't people please if your file isn't looking good. Yeah, you know, like I need to know that because I will blindly people please.
Yeah. I let shit go way too easily. I'm like, it's fine. Like, whatever.
Oh, same, because like I think holding on to shit only ruins you.
Totally.
Like I think it like disrupts everything. So like I try not to let things
I think that's important.
bother me. And that's also why I just have to take like 50 edibles before bed.
No, truly. Let go and let God. Okay, this is good. I want to talk to you about this.
Men are going viral for staring at real-time flight maps to get through long-haul journeys. They challenge themselves to not eat or drink, deprive themselves of any entertainment, and aren't even allowed to visit the bathroom. The barebackers believe that true raw doggers take no indulgences. So, are you a true raw dogger?
Okay, so have you seen this trend?
I'm sorry. Did we just watch the barebackers raw dog? Like,
Wait, you haven't seen this on TikTok?
no, I have to. I'm in like an era of like not going on social media. I'm like really in my boomer era.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you, first of all. So
Yeah, it's so nice.
So this is a trend where guys started doing this, where they basically raw dog flight. So it started as like, oh, I didn't listen to music, I didn't watch anything. And then it got further and further to the point where they're like, they don't have any snacks, they don't speak to anyone, they don't even go to the bathroom, they just watch the flight map for the longest time to try and like challenge themselves. And it's like a huge trend.
Like all I'm getting from this is that men need therapy more than ever.
Like,
This
men
is
will do anything
crazy.
but go to therapy. Like, why would you look at the screen for 12 hours? Just call a therapist. Like, it's so nice. Like, come on.
There'll be times where I'm like listening to music and like popping a gummy and I'm looking at the flight map and I'm like, I can't do this for more than like 20 seconds.
No, it's crazy. I mean, this is so scary to me because I'm like a 3-screen girl at this point. Like, I'm watching TV, I'm on the TikTok, and I'm on my computer when I'm in bed. It's like my space station. Like, I need so much stimulation so I don't hear my own thoughts. I absolutely could never raw dog a flight. I could never.
There isn't a part of it where I'm like, maybe.
No.
Like, not. And there is no time more than on an airplane when existentialism comes into play. I'm just like, we're stuck on a fucking floating tube for God knows how many more hours.
Literally.
I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know where we are.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's scary.
that's.
I have way too much anxiety. I'm already like so drugged up on
I just
flights
get
that I'm,
bored.
like, yeah.
Like just from a boredom aspect alone. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Do you raw dog anything? Like, like for example, when you take your dogs for a walk, will you listen to music?
No, because I like sometimes don't even bring my phone.
Whoa.
But I do only to take pictures.
Yeah. I get
I'm like
that.
a Facebook mom.
No,
It's
you're
crazy.
like, smile.
But like, yeah, I barely bring my phone sometimes
That's
because
good.
like I have a really nice neighborhood and I just feel like
Yeah.
it's nice to like hear
The birds and
like nature and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I raw dog like walking my dogs.
What about in the car?
Sometimes I will just drive in silence.
No way.
I think it is one of life's luxuries. I absolutely
No
do.
way. Oh my
People think
God.
I'm insane and I'm like halfway down to die on this hill. Like, I think that there is something so nice when you are driving and you don't put on music, and some people say that this is worse, I have a sound bath playlist.
Oh my God, Chris.
And I will just be driving and it'll be like, whoa. And I'm telling you, it is the most peaceful fucking
sends
thing.
you out.
It's nobody can fucking bother you. Nobody can physically bother. I mean, unless they like literally rear end me, which in that
Yeah.
case, I've got obviously bigger problems. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are times where like today I was blasting 365 on repeat.
Wow. Yeah, I think I found I find this trend so disturbing because I'm the opposite of a raw dogger. Like, I could never raw dog in that way. But
I was like, no, I think we both understand the raw dogging we are doing.
also, it's so funny how like words, I think that my community can agree that I've been saying raw dogging in the wrong way for many years. Like, I've been saying like, oh, I raw dogged this salad. Like, we can go back and find the first. This is
I
weird
barebacked this steak. Like, what?
Like, I've said this
Holy
like for
fuck.
a really long time, and now people are saying it like more and more. And now it's like we're forgetting the actual meaning. It's actually taken on a completely new meaning.
Yeah.
I think the arc of words is so funny where it's like now you could honestly say it and people like wouldn't even flinch.
I feel like you could put any word in the place of something and people would in the context understand what you're saying. It's
No,
like,
totally.
I got so fucking parking lotted last night.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like, you know exactly what happened.
Yeah, no, it's true. And it's like,
And that makes no sense.
It's exactly. But I'm the opposite of a raw dogger. I need so much noise and like I need something all the time because otherwise I feel scared. And yeah, it's wild to me. I
mean, I don't
literally-
go like long distances, like with no music. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like if I'm going like 20 minutes to the grocery store and
You'll be
like,
fine.
especially after the grocery store, because like sometimes I get a little stoned before.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, that was exhausting.
It's a lot.
Then I get lost and then I just get in my car. I'm like, I need peace.
I won't be in the house alone without noise. Like it has to be music or pod or
I kind of get that.
yeah. Do you watch Sex and the City?
No.
Oh, okay.
I bought all the seasons recently because I was like, I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
I watched like 2 episodes and I just kind of couldn't like
Couldn't get into it.
I just my ADHD is really bad with TV shows
I get
these
that.
days. Like,
I get that. Okay, so I get a lot of questions every week. So will
well,
you help give some
don't you
advice? I know, so many. My inbox is overflowing. Oh, look at that. Can you share your allergy med findings? Well, I've been raw dogging honey, and that's from a long time ago. How did you find that so quickly, Steve?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Where is Steve?
He's up there. He's in there somewhere. Okay, Bethany, 24. Okay, it's called, this is about icks. Okay, I have an ick question. Been dating a guy for about a month and we had a little sleepover the other night at his place for the first time. I crawl into bed, ready to hook up, and I noticed he had not only one, but two stuffed animals. I made a joke asking, are these your cuddle buddies? He laughed and said no. He moved them aside. We had some incredible sex. And as we cleaned ourselves up and got back into bed, I noticed he had put them back into bed with us. I sincerely thought nothing of it, but then he put them both back in the bed with not a single word of explanation. For context, it was a stuffed koala with a bow tie and Casper the Friendly Ghost. Thank you for that context. I am getting serious serial killer vibes. What man brings stuffed animals back into bed after sex with no explanation? What do? I am so turned off right now, and I'm not sure any answer to my question would ever possibly make it better. What are your thoughts?
Okay, either A, that man raw dogs flights. Or B, he celebrated the month of June.
No. I'm dead.
Like there's no other like there's just I'm
I think putting
like
them in the bed.
my stuffed animals are in a fireproof, waterproof safe, like
Facts.
from being a kid. Like those are relics
Yeah.
now. They are not in the splash zone in my adult life. That's just insane. And if they have no sentiment, worse.
Worse. I think the thing that bothers me is putting them back into the bed. If you still have a toy, like once in a while, I'll get in the mood.
Replace it with an adult toy.
Yeah,
How about that?
Facts, 1,000%. It's weird. It's really weird. It reminds me of the Sex and the City episode where Stanford hooks up with the guys with the dolls and then he accidentally kicks the doll off and the guy like dumps him because he was so upset about the doll. So I just think I think it's a little weird. I don't know if you should have sex with him again, honestly.
I mean, if the sex was good, great. Maybe just like host next time.
Yeah,
host.
That's perfect.
You know, I don't know if that's going to pan out.
Yeah. And imagine
just
if he
because you bought a zoo doesn't mean you need to sleep at the zoo.
Facts. Okay, Lana / Lana 28. Hi Tinx, my boyfriend, male 27, and me, female 28, have been dating for a little over a year. He is truly the greatest person for me. He's kind, funny, and he cares about me, all the other things. A few months ago, we got back from drinking with our friends and we were staying up chatting. I drunkenly asked him how many girls he had slept with, not because I care.
That never leads to anything positive.
I literally made a TikTok about this yesterday. I said no good has ever come from the question, what's your body count? Let me continue. Not because I care, but because I was genuinely curious. I know, I'm immature. Anyways, he told me that his and asked me mine. Mine was about 15 people more than him, and he was a little taken aback, but he seemed to get over it pretty quickly. Flash forward to now. He has, over the last 2 months, made 2 or so comments, but only when he's drunk. The first time it was jokey and in context, but the last time was honestly pretty mean. I talked to him about it soberly, and he insisted he doesn't care at all, was insanely apologetic, and couldn't believe he would say something like that. Regardless, it hurt my feelings when he made me feel ashamed of something I'm truly not ashamed of at all. I know you say, and I agree, that there is nothing scarier than an insecure man. I do say that. So I don't really know what to do because this is the one thing he seems to be insecure about. Help. So I think he doesn't sound like an insecure man. I think there would be other signs of if he was insecure man TM. I don't think that's what we have on our hands, but I hate that he joked about it, and I don't think he has any more free passes to make jokes about it. I think one was oh haha, second one was mean, you talked to him. I think that's
third
it.
strike is you're out.
Yeah, third strike is you're out.
Because I could see him being drunk. I'm the king of devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I could see being drunk and thinking he's being funny.
Totally.
And genuinely just not trying to poke fun or anything, just a ha ha. And then obviously he's drunk and a man, so that went south pretty quick. But yeah, I think if it keeps happening,
you gotta cut it.
You have to kind of
because it's just that's how he views you. If he is insecure about that, if God forbid he has some double standard with like women and sexuality and like
But
body
also,
count
like,
number.
for you to describe it as 15 people more than him, I don't think his body count was 0.
Yeah,
like
literally.
it's clearly
That's such a good point.
you both
You've been fucking.
did some numbers
Yeah.
on that single. Okay, you both worked it out on the remix. Like, let's be fucking for real.
Yeah,
Like,
literally. Unless it's like one person is like 3 people and the other person is
because
like
I feel like they would have said like, oh, and then I said mine, and it was so many more.
yeah,
like,
15 more is like
15 is like
I feel
we're in the same ballpark.
100%. You're in the same box, you know, and they put the box.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
I think it's like 0 to 20, 20 to like 75.
Yeah. It's like
and
the age group. Are you like
Yeah.
0 to 18, 18 to 25? It's like our demographics. It's
Yeah, and you guys know how I feel about body count talk. I think it's immature. I think it's an inherently misogynistic conversation, and
I don't think it has to be, but it always ends up being.
Yeah, fact.
It's
That's-
like it
that's
should
good.
just be something that we all giggle and laugh about.
And I think that what people really want to ask is like, what's your orientation towards the world of sex? Like, do you like a lot of it? Do you not
So
like it? Like,
true. There needs
like,
to be like that nuance to it.
And I just feel like we don't have the verbiage. Like, what people really want to ask is like, how do you feel about sex? And that's a sexy conversation to have with someone you're sleeping with. Like, you know, what's been really good for you? What's been bad for you? Like, I obviously am like so annoying. I love to ask those types of questions. I would never open with what's your body count because it's just like, it's a number that doesn't, like, without any context, it means nothing.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's like you can have sex with 50 people, but if, you know, like I know people who have insanely high body counts, but you wouldn't think that about them because they just love sex and that's how they do it. And it's just like, you know, be grown up and use the words and like have that conversation because it can be very sexy and it can be great. Steve's back. According to a new study published in the Journal of Sex Research, men will overestimate rather than actually tally up their lifetime. So
What?
Yeah, probably.
a man lying about numbers? That's crazy.
Like for sure. I think
What's
so
next?
too.
They're lying about how big their dick is. I mean,
How
where
tall
does
they
this
are on
end?
the dating apps. I mean, it never ends.
On the dating apps, you have to subtract like 3 to 5 inches.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a fun one.
I'd vote
Okay,
for
here.
you.
Okay, Melanie 25, Tinx drinking games. Where do you land? Tinx, where do you land on drinking games at backyard parties for adults? Beer pong, flip cup, quarters. My boyfriend and I are throwing a summer party, and I just want to know is that of any interest to you? Any other games you suggest for fun? Also, as a new listener, would love to hear what your relationship was with drinking games in college. So fun. Well, obviously I love drinking, so I love a drinking game, but I do not like beer pong or flip cup. I know.
Whoa.
I know. I only liked it to be like slutty in college, to be like, I'll be on your team. And then I would get so bored like doing it. I'd be like, oh my God, let's just
What?
drink already. Like I can't.
Well, that's why you drink during it anyway. Like
You have to have like a side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like them as a concept. I enjoy watching people play. I swear to God. I just like, I don't want to get beer on my shoes. I don't want to drink the warm beer that the ball has gone
But
into.
that's where you have to wear beer shoes.
Oh, well, I need
Like
some.
that's
Like,
I have like 3 pairs of sneakers that are like if I'm going to
a
get
party.
like if I'm going out drinking and it could end up going to like a crowded venue where my shit could get stepped on.
Yeah.
If I'm playing drinking games, it's like it's either like the Adidas Sambas or the Air Force Ones
I
that
love
are
that.
like covered in last party.
love. Do you like beer pong?
Love any competition.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
down.
wait, I love that. Wait, what's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, fine.
What
I just like I can
is that
see
compatible?
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about being a Scorpio.
Oh, really?
Besides that, like I love sex and I'm
Yeah.
like emotional.
Yeah, which is like great.
Great.
I love Scorpios. Okay, so I have a really fucked up game for you guys. Don't play this at your backyard party, but like if you want to get fucked up with your friends, like okay, here it is. So you're sitting around in a circle and you basically it starts where like you need 3 or more people. So I would start and I would go to Chris and I would whisper in his ear and I'd be like, who do you think like has the most sex? And then
This game is diabolical.
no, it's diabolical. I love it.
This
okay?
game is like I've never played this drinking and like maybe it would have made it more manageable.
Yeah. And then you would point to like
Yeah, you like say someone
you
in the
would
group's
point to
name.
someone, but no, but they don't know. And then basically so like they point to Sarah, we had our friend Sarah. So you'd point to Sarah and then you can either flip a coin or you can get the app on your phone, which goes green, red. And like, if it goes green, then you have to say the question. And if it goes red, then like someone has to drink. And it's like so fucking fun because it like messes with your head and people get so wasted. And it's just like,
it's like the
messed
most,
up.
it's
diabolical.
like the most like heart raising game ever.
Yeah.
Getting pointed at and then the fucking coin flipping to, you don't have to tell.
Yeah.
Is like,
it's manic. No, it's manic. To bring it full circle, I swear to God, we used to raw dog this game with no alcohol in all girls school when we were like 12.
well, that's how I started playing it, was with no alcohol.
Well, yeah, where it's just like, and we wouldn't, there wasn't an option to like tell or flip or whatever. So it was literally just, we'd sit in silence and it would be like, who do you think is the biggest slut? Who, and then you'd point and then that girl would go and be like, who do you think has the ugliest shoes?
So you guys would never reveal any of it?
No, but then we'd all, you would
insane.
play like with your best friends and then everyone would try and remember all the shit. And then like, as soon as the game was done, we would like sprint to the bathroom and be like, she thinks you're a big slut. Da, 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 da. And that's why I was like forged in the darkness of all girls school.
And this, instead of making a Mean Girls reboot, let's write this story.
Totally.
There are female voices that need to be written about.
Exactly. Yeah. And
Wow.
that's
That's
on that.
crazy.
Chris, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Where can people find you?
On the internet, Chris Klemens, youtube.com/Chris. Yeah, I don't know.
You have youtube.com/Chris.
Yeah, I'm a dinosaur bitch.
That's sick. That's so cool.
Yeah.
At Chris Klemens on TikTok?
Everything else, yeah.
Okay, fabulous.
Yeah.
Check him out. Where are you performing next? Comedy? Where can we come see you?
I'm doing a little end of summer tour.
Fabulous.
I think I'm starting off in Chicago, going to Nashville, New York,
Fun.
Philly, San Francisco, LA.
Oh my God, big tour.
Yeah, just like cute 6
And where can people get tickets?
at my link tree.
Okay, go
like
to his
the
link
worst
tree in his
thing to
bio.
say now.
No, it's not. It's not.
But like, it is so convenient, link tree. Love Miss Linktree.
We love her. She's everything to us. Thank
This
you so much.
stupid
That was
ending.
so fun. No, it was good. We can't say raw dogging again. We can't possibly.
Oh, I was
so.
gonna say I've
Yeah.
ended this by raw dogging Linktree.
You guys, thank you for tuning in. I will see you next week. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the world to me if you shared it with a friend. I will see you back here on Monday. Love ya. Bye.
Bye.